No. Then how does it occur? Through nature. This is the only answer. If your hardships are given by nature, then prosperity shall also be delivered by it. Do not worry about it. This is the dictum of Prahlad Maharaj. If you get pains and miseries as in your life without endeavors, then you would receive pleasures and happiness without endeavors too. So what is the real purpose of human life? Practicing Krishna consciousness. Rest all the things would be extracted by the laws of nature, which is ultimately the law of the Lord himself. If I do not even try, then whatever I deserve to receive, due to my past karmas in this body, I will be provided with that. Therefore, your greatest anxiety should be to discover the highest goal of this human life. Plan the day before. Like every year I will call my teacher Mrs. Kamath and wish her a Happy Teacher's Day. So like it was the norm every year I called up my teacher, wished her a Happy Teacher's Day. Inquired about her health. We spoke at length after a long time. After leaving school, I pursued a career in graphic design. I told my teacher how exciting my job is. It was a very challenging profession that I had chosen, and if you had to survive here you had to ensure that you were the best. Ma'am was very happy when she heard about my achievements. She started enquiring about Rahul, Seema, and many others who were my batchmates. I told her that some of us were in touch but some were not, as we chose different fields after class 10 and went on to make new friends and lost contact with old ones. But I was amazed that Mrs. Kamath could still remember the names of all students from my batch of class 10. Upon being asked, she said, "Do your parents forget you? Then how can I? You finish your class 10 and leave the school and go. But we the teachers remember you. A few months before your exams we start experiencing the anxiety of separation. And then after the exams, you are all gone. Some stay in touch. Some refuse to acknowledge or recognize their teacher. But we go on. I think in this age of technology, staying in touch is not so difficult." Right, she said further, and I agreed. And help from her sister she could manage all her online classes efficiently. But that was not the case with all the teachers, she said. The older teachers who had never ever used computers were experiencing difficulties in taking online classes. Also, Hindi and Kannada teachers were experiencing language barriers, but nevertheless everybody was attempting to learn. She then told me how some high school students were making memes on teachers and sharing it on social networking sites, with dirty comments on it. When I heard about it, I felt bad. Recently when I had attended the online felicitation function for school students, I had the privilege of listening to Mr. ģᴏᴏᴜᴘᴜ. He said in his speech that, your teacher doesn't get 5 rupees extra if you get good marks. Nor does she lose anything if you don't score well, but she definitely feels bad. Realize the worth of your teacher. The least you can do is wish them on Teacher's Day. Felt it so true. Teachers do so much for us. So that we can score well and have a bright future ahead. They only have our well-being at heart. There's no teacher who would be jealous of her students' achievements. Then why the students of today don't realize this? If you feel your teacher is